God's grace consists in the fact that He shines in the heart of every one as the self. That power of grace does not exclude anyone, whether good or otherwise. Seekers should overcome afflictions with a cool mind and the firm faith that they occur by the grace of God to help to steady the mind. Success and failure. When any act has become fruitful, do not become proud, thinking this was achieved by my enterprise. On the other hand, become convinced that God is gracious. The desired success is not won. It should not be thought that the action has proved unfruitful. The fruit of it is just the understanding that actions become fruitful in the usual sense by the grace of God, not by mere human effort. After doing the wrong action, one should not hide it from self-love. One should resolve to act rightly in future, avoiding faults. Success and failure are due to destiny and not to willpower or lack of it. One should try to gain equipoise of mind under all circumstances, that is, willpower. It is better for the seeker to be in a worldly position arousing compassion from other men than for him to be in a state to be envied by them. Secret of a happy life. If a person overlooks the faults of others and sees only their merits, and thus keeps his mind serene, his whole life will be happy. To be unconcerned in all things, with a mind cool, free of desires, and without hate is beautiful in a seeker. What should be the attitude towards enemies? The enemy hates the ego, which the seeker wants to kill. Thus, like the anvil to the goldsmith, he is actually a friend. Sorrow and evil. It is asked, why all this creation so full of sorrow and evil? All one can say is that it is God's will, which is inscrutable. No motive, no desire, no end to achieve can be attributed to that infinite, all-wise and all-powerful being. God is untouched by activities which take place in His presence. There is no meaning in attributing responsibility and motive to the one before it became many. But God's will for the prescribed course of events is a good solution for the vexed question of free will. If the mind is worried over what befalls us or what has been committed or omitted by us, it is wise to give up the sense of responsibility and free will by regarding ourselves as the ordained instruments of the all-wise and the all-powerful to do and suffer as He pleases. Then He bears all the burdens and gives us peace. Devotion. To a devotee who was praying that she should have more frequent visions of Shiva, he said, "Surrender to Him and abide by His will. Whether He appears or disappears, await His pleasure. If you ask Him to do as you like, it is not surrender, but command to God. You cannot have Him obey you and yet think you have surrendered. He knows what is best and when and how to do it.